A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Almost time for game 23 of the Chatham A's season. The A's hit the road for their second matchup at White House Field against the Harwich Mariners this week. It's time for the Manager's Show with the Chatham skipper, Dennis Cook. I'm Jake Klein. Dennis, MLB draft has begun. You've already had a couple of your former Chatham players, Ace Reese and Daniel Jackson, off the board. What are your best Major League Draft memories?
I would probably say as far as the Chatham stuff goes, was probably the year Manoah was with us, and then the next year whenever he was in the draft, going in the first round.
How about for you personally?
Oh, man. I got drafted in the 18th round, so I was actually in Omaha. That's back when the draft was in June. And I got drafted in the 18th round, and I remember going to my room and crying, thinking that, man, 18th round, that's pretty low down there. I think my signing bonus was $1,000, so it's a little bit different, these days than it was back in my day. But I was very, honored for the opportunity, and basically that's all I wanted was an opportunity.
Worked out well for Dennis Cook. What do you think about the Major League Draft being in the middle of the summer nowadays?
It does. I don't care. I mean, it's either early June or middle July. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me at all. I know a lot of people have opinions on it, but I really don't.
What does it mean for you to see players who have come through here, whether it be Alek Manoah, I know you had a great relationship with him, or the guys you've been with as the manager, to see those guys go on to get drafted?
That's why I do what I do. Today's the day that we get all the satisfaction. It's not the wins and losses. It's the relationships you build with the kids and watching them fulfill their dream. And I almost got chills thinking about that. That's where we get our satisfaction, and that's why we do it.
You also had 4 players today named Cape League All-Stars. What does that honor mean for them?
I'm happy for every one of them. They're all 4 of them are very deserving, and we got another one that's alternative. I can't say his name, but he's very deserving also, and if something happens, he'll be the first guy on the list.
What's it like in that room on the Saturday morning before the All-Star game? All the managers, I don't know, I'm envisioning you guys just going at it about All-Stars. What's it like?
It's not bad at all. We break up between the East and the West, and of course, we got all the old guys on my side, so I just kind of sit down there and keep my mouth shut and just say, hey, these are the 3, 4, 5 guys that I really want to fight for, and the guys, we hash it out, but there's no animosity, no pushing. Everybody's very humble about their players, and they're not going to force somebody down your throat. Great group of guys, so it's not hard at all.
Chatting with Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show before the Chatham A's and the Harwich Mariners here at White House Field. Now, Dennis, one of your All-Stars is Rob Rispoli, who leads the league in walks and in on-base percentage. Your team as a whole leads the league in drawing walks. What have you observed about your team's discipline at the plate this year?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. We swing at a lot of bad pitches. Last night, for example, we swung at a ton of fastballs that were way out of the zone. So I'm surprised we lead the league in walks, to be honest with you.
What did you think about last night's game? Fell behind early and then almost came back late.
Didn't pitch. Starting pitching didn't do great yesterday. Put us behind the 8 ball. Relief guys did a great job. Offense, didn't seem to have a plan against the guy that was throwing the fastball early. Got to their bullpen and the relievers, and I thought they did a good job against them. Gave us a chance to win. That's what I told them I was proud of them, because we never quit. We were down 7-0, and we had multiple opportunities to tie the game or win the game, and we just couldn't come up with the big hit.
I know you've said before that the fastball is the best pitch in baseball. What does it take for a hitter to be able to hit the fastball?
Well, a good fastball, you better be on time with your hitting mechanics, and you better be disciplined on what you're swinging at. And yesterday, I didn't feel like we were on time or disciplined.
You've got Angel Cervantes back out there again today. What has he brought to this rotation and to this team overall?
Well, he brings stability. We know when we got Angel, we're going to have 65 to 70 pitches, and he's going to be competitive, and he's going to keep us in the game, and hopefully we can score a few runs and hold down the fort.
I'd imagine that in the Cape League these days, pitch count sometimes just something you have to live with. How does that type of thing affect the way you may handle the game, handle the bullpen?
Well, we know what we're going to get. We're going to 65 to 70 pitches with Angel. That's a hard deadline. So we're gonna, we know we're gonna have to go to the pen. We got guys down there that are capable, but it's also good for the pitchers when they know they have a pitch count, because then they stay away from 3-ball counts. Try to get early outs so they can pitch deep into the game.
What have you seen? I know you said the tryout period for your new players is short this time of year. What have you seen in the first couple of games from Cam Pruitt, your new infielder?
Well, he's only played one game. He got a couple hits last night, so that's a pretty good tryout. I'm happy with that, and we'll just see. It's one game. We'll keep our eye on it and see how he plays defense, how he shows up and works, and go from there.
There's Dennis Cook on the Manager Show. Chatham and Harwich coming up. Dennis, as always, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Jake.